Our series, A More Perfect Union, aims to show what unites us as Americans is far greater than what divides us. In any child's life, it's important to have someone to look up to, whether that's a parent, a sibling, or a teacher. But finding a mentor who fully understands you can be hard, particularly when you have a disability. Elaine Quijano went to Farmingdale, New Jersey, to meet a girl who found just the right person to look up to, someone who, in turn, found a little role model in her.
Now I can pour some orange juice in it.
Okay.
Like other 5-year-olds, Colby Durborough spends a lot of time in a world of make-believe.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
But her reality has differed since birth. Colby was born 17 weeks premature at 1 pound, 2 ounces. She's faced a host of health challenges since, including the muscular disorder cerebral palsy, or CP.
CP is where you have like CP and you use like a walker, a cane, and a wheelchair.
These days, Colby is realizing that others sometimes see her differently.
She said, "Mommy, I don't like when people stare at me. Mommy, I don't like it. I want them to stop."
I want Colby to know that she can pick up the phone and call me for whatever reason.
Steph Roach was also born with CP. She and Colby's mom, Amanda, met through social media, where Roach, a former CrossFit trainer and book author, posts about her life and defying expectations.
When I saw Colby and then I saw the way that Amanda was guiding Colby through life, it was just like we were meant to be friends.
Until now, it's been a long-distance friendship. The Durboroughs in New Jersey and Roach in Arizona.
You ready? Come on out.
But one January morning,
Who is it?
they had their first meeting.
Guess what? The camera people here. And guess what? I got the same thing as you. I know, it's so cool.
They were immediately comfortable with each other.
Can I pick you up? Oh.
You're the best stuff. I can't believe you're here.
Oh.
I love you.
I love you. Colby realizes that people are starting to look at her and see her maybe a little bit differently. So we've had some big conversations about how that might make her feel. And
Yeah, I know all about how I feel now.
is it okay to tell somebody that you don't like it?
Yeah.
We have to be nice about it.
Yeah.
But you can still tell somebody that I don't really like how you stare at me like that. If you have questions, I can answer them for you, right?
Yeah.
If people have questions, they can ask you.
After Colby went to play, Roach remembered her own childhood.
I wanted to be as, quote, normal as possible. But it really wasn't until I turned probably 20, 22, where I really started to own who I was.
With self-acceptance came new chapters, a growing circle of friends, success in fitness competitions, and love.
Is it true you met Tyler on Tinder?
It is very true. And I remember telling him, hope this doesn't bother you, but I have CP. And he said, well, I'm pigeon-toed, so I hope that doesn't bother you.
Just months into their relationship, her life changed again during a doctor's visit in 2016.
And these lumps were all throughout my body. And a couple weeks later, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 3B.
It took 12 rounds of chemotherapy before doctors said her scans were clear. Steph and Ty have since married and faced the outside world together.
We've been in a grocery store and a man has literally come up to him and shaken his hand and said, so good of you to be with her. And why isn't he lucky to also be with me?
She can't stand when she's a wheelchair for me.
Yeah. What would your hope for Colby be?
Gosh, I mean, so many things. As a mom, you just have all the hope in the world. I used to think that because she had CP, she would be an artist because she couldn't be an athlete. And now I know that the world is her oyster. My hope is that she's exactly who she wants to be.
And Steph?
I hope Colby just finds her real voice. She's capable of doing anything. I just hope that it's part of her and that she's proud of it. Because if I could go back to that 5-year-old girl, I would tell her, if I could go back to my 5-year-old self, I would tell her to be proud of herself. I wasn't expecting.
Their weekend together was a blast. Steph took Colby and her little sister out for some bike riding. They played games, watched a movie. It was truly one for the books, and they are hoping to plan another trip soon. But for now, they will be keeping up their very lively, very loud, we're told, FaceTime sessions. I should mention that March is actually National Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. About 10,000 babies each year in the U.S. are diagnosed with CP, and Steph wants people to know CP is a spectrum, and it's something that Colby has picked up on too. Colby will say, in fact, my CP is different than Steph's, and we need help in different ways. So you see, representation matters.
It really does. Number one, I love Colby's little voice. I love the voices of little children. I love that.
So squeaky.
Yes, but I love Colby and Steph together, and I love the messages that Steph is giving to Colby.
That's right.
That people will stare, but it's okay for you to say, you know, it bothers me. How can I answer your questions? Genius advice to give to make you not feel as self-conscious. And I also like that she doesn't like it I love when she checked the guy in the grocery store to say, you know, why isn't he lucky to be with me?
Right.
That she doesn't want to use the term inspiration. Because I always think inspiration is good. She says, no, don't say that.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely a powerful story.
It's like a note to her younger self tucked in there. Elaine, thank you. We'll be right back.
Really good, Elaine. Really good.